A lot of times we need to get back to being a child. A lot of times we need to get back to the things in life that are fun. You know, I can remember I didn't play on too many jungle gyms and apparatuses like this, but it was always in me to do. And a lot of times in life, there are things that are in us to do, but for certain reasons, we don't experience them. We don't scratch ourselves. We're too fearful of what will people think, what will people say. Come on with me. So, of course I had to come when no other little children were on here. But sometimes we have to move past our fears. Sometimes we have to move past that stuck place in our life. And for me, recently, or for a number of years, that stuck place for me was my job. I've been on my job since 1989. And I've been through about 3 layoffs. But every time, I always made the cut. I came from an office working for a Fortune 500 company where we had over 300 employees. And now in my office, it's just 4 of us. So, you know, that's been a lot of shifting. And as we've gone through different things, I knew that this wasn't where I wanted to be. Feeling like I was trapped in what I was expected to do. You've been at this job for over 20-something years. Couldn't move from being unstuck. So I remember praying, and I've talked to different people and say, you know, you just need to do what you're passionate about. But then there's a roadblock. You know, the fear is on the other side of that door. So one day at my desk, I was praying and I was telling the Lord, I was like, something has got to change because I'm not happy anymore. And what happens in your life when where you are, the relationship, the family situation, your job, your health, you know that it's not where you're supposed to be. And so I said, Lord, you're going to have to do this because I don't have the strength to walk away with all the responsibilities that I have. So you're either going to have to help me and shift my perception of where I am, or you're going to have to take this away from me. And finally, it dropped in my spirit that day when I was at work. Spirit spoke to me and said, just hold it. Just hold it. And just rock me. Just rock me. And I was like, hold it and rock me. But tears were rolling down my eyes at my desk. And I didn't know what else to do. And I just envisioned one of those big balls in front of me. And it was pressed between my chest and my desk. And I began to take all the pressure that I was experiencing on my job, the expectations, the disappointments, all the instant messages, my phone ringing off the hook, emails galore. And I began to just take it and just rock it and bundle all of that fear and pain and energy in one place. And I just gave it over to him. And I stopped trying to work it out. I stopped trying to figure it out. And I released the battle within myself of the situation. And I just rocked with it. And it was literally a shift took place. I don't feel the same way. I used to go in late. I used to do this and the other. Now I'm getting there on time. Is the job still the same? Yes. Do I still get the emails and the phone calls? Yes. But my perception changed. And in my perception changing, I was able to shift and view my situation from a different direction. And I think, you know, I don't know if I'll be there for 20-something more years or if I'll be there for the next 30 minutes. But I shifted. And I'm actually happy. I started participating more. I started giving more advice where I had kept my knowledge hidden because I just didn't care no more. I was just fed up. And I began, and it's like I came alive. And so many people asked me, they said, because they knew my situation, different friends I shared this with about how it had been so hard on me. They asked me, they see that I'm different now when I talk about or relate about my job. And they asked me, what happened? How did you do this? Because they're struggling and you may be struggling in a particular situation in your life. And I'm asking you to get silent. I'm asking you to take your hands off and say, let your will be done. However this is to turn out, let your will be done. And when you're ready, I'll be ready. And I'll be ready to make that shift. And so I say to anybody, take a moment, get clear, get silent, and pray and speak to what is authentically in you. It may be that you leave. It may be that you stay. It may be that you find another department or something else to do in that job. But whatever you decide to do, when you get a peace about it in your spirit, you'll know it was the right thing. And right now, I have a peace in my spirit about me remaining there for whatever length of time I'm supposed to be there. And it's no longer a struggle for me in my life. So if you got to shift, if you've got to do something a little extra, like I got up here, you know, my little nerves are kind of worried how I'm going to get down. But the point is, I'm going to get down. And I'm going to go home. And I'm going to get something to eat. And life is going to go on. And you have to be willing to say, it may feel a little uncomfortable, but I'm going to figure it out. And I'm going to wait. And I'm going to be patient with myself. And I'm going to trust the process. And I declare, it'll work out every time. All right. That is, I don't know quite what day of inspiration that is. But thank you for joining us. And on this 31 Days of Inspiration, I'm Priscilla. And I look forward to talking with you again.